No, I'm serious.
What up, y'all? This is Test Podcast. We are back for episode 17. Jenae, what's good?
Nothing. You know, just got through seeing one of the greatest artists of all time. You know,
and who might that be?
Jenaé Lamar Cole.
Not that you know his whole government name.
You know what I'm saying? Jermaine. I called him Jermaine at the concert too, and he heard me.
And that nigga pointed at you?
Nah, I wish. But we did make eye contact.
Ah, this dope though.
We did make eye contact. He saw me.
Oh man.
This was my last concert of the year.
Really?
I didn't see Bruno. I didn't see Beyonce and Jay.
Damn.
Daniel Caesar, her, Migos, Cardi, Miguel, Rich the Kid. Yeah, that's about it for me. This was my last one. I wanted to squeeze Tyler and Childish Gambino in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't enough time for me to go see them because they ain't gonna be in Nashville in like October. I was gonna try to squeeze them in. It would be perfect, but I had to leave off on Cole. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, can't nobody outdo greatness. You know what I'm saying? Once you've seen the greatest, in the words of Jay-Z, once you have filet mignon, it's kind of hard to go back to hamburger hill.
I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking dead. Man, I am jealous, but I'm not because I'm be seeing J. Cole this Saturday, this weekend in Chicago. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Like, whew. I'm ecstatic for that. I'm just glad to be back here again on Taste Test Podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, man. If y'all listening in for the first time, make sure to subscribe and stuff before we get started with our topics here. Make sure you go and subscribe. We on all social media platforms, the major ones, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Taste Test Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. On Twitter is Taste Test Pod, and you can catch us on pretty much every podcast platform, especially Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube as well. But yeah, I think we're on Google Play as well. But yeah, so yeah, we got the house cleaning stuff out the way, and now we can jump into our first topic, which would be Eminem. He finally responded with a diss record to MGK. Rap Devil diss record he gave Eminem, and Eminem called it Kill Shot. I know last time we was talking about Eminem, we felt like he need to hurry up and respond here sooner or later if he is gonna do it, and he did it. So, Jenae, what's your thoughts? No, I got some.
Joe just gotta know when to call it quits, man. Leave Eminem alone.
You said who gotta call it quits?
Joe.
Why Joe Budden? He didn't respond to Joe Budden.
What did he respond to? I thought this was about.
He responded to MGK.
Oh crap! I'm thinking of.
What you thinking about, Jenae?
I'm so sorry. Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, you're right. It's actually kind of funny. I think it's kind of cute that the two white rappers are beefing.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's kind of cool.
I was laughing. We call it this white on white crime.
Basically, but my thing too is we ain't heard from Machine Gun Kelly in years, unless it's some Machine Gun Kelly fans out there that's like his last album was dope. I ain't heard shit about I'm just wipe them out. I ain't heard nothing about Machine Gun Kelly since about 2014, 13, maybe.
Yeah, the only song I knew about his...
He even thought about responding to Eminem.
Yeah. Only song I knew about from him was Wild Boy. Before that Rap Devil diss. But
yeah, other than that, I don't know. I ain't heard about Machine Gun Kelly in years.
Mm-hmm.
And you decide I'm gonna come to Eminem. Out of everybody in the industry, Eminem is the one I'm gonna test.
But he called him out on the Kamikaze record. He felt like, hey, he's like, call me out, I might as well respond.
Nah, this you gotta pick your battles.
So yeah, you think he
gotta
lost?
pick your battles.
You think Eminem got him out of here?
Eminem got him up out of here.
Really?
It wasn't like he was in here in the first place. He's further away from where he thought he was.
You think so?
I mean, but shoot, to be truthful, shoot, Eminem ain't really been doing nothing either. Like, everybody called J. Cole a groundhog. These two white boys are groundhogs too.
Right. Well, yeah, Eminem don't come out unless he dropping a album. That's the only time his nigga come out. Or
he barely do
his
features.
wigger come out. So,
sure, he did a feature on what? Nicki Trash album, whatever she want to call it.
Yeah, he did a feature on Royce the 5'9's album.
Yep, 5'9", and then he had Royce the 5'9" on this one.
Yeah,
that Royce the 5'9". That was a nice song too.
Yeah,
that was my favorite song. But yeah, Machine Gun Kelly got married. Machine Gun Kelly was already 4 feet under. He's now officially at 6.
All right, so here's what I got to say. This record is called Kill Shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he killed him.
You don't think he killed him?
I don't. Like, I mean, yeah, I know he was like playing lyrical, acrobats in the Kill Shot song, but like he didn't really say nothing really to me that like really like put this man under. Like, all he said, he's like, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. That was the only thing that I felt like that really stood out outside of the Diddy killing Tupac bar he had in there. That was the only thing. That was the only two things that stood out, and one of them didn't have nothing to do with MGK really. It was just I mean, I was like, I was thinking, I was like, I thought for sure Eminem was gonna get him with that one hit of quitter, and he didn't. I think MGK is gonna be fine unless Eminem come out with another diss record. He got some dirt on him, and he get that.
I mean, how fine is MJK now though?
I mean, he cool. He got his name is being passed around 10 times more than it ever was. Yeah. So I mean, he got a fan base because I said, he's touring right now. He's about to drop an EP. I heard. I think it's coming out this weekend. Was that Friday the 21st is tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's coming out this weekend. So I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna garner, he already got his little fan base, so he can tour and stuff off the material he has now. I think he's gonna be fine. Is he gonna become like one of the best rappers in the game? Do I think that? Heck no. But I think he's gonna be fine, for what he has. I think he's gonna make enough money to eat and, provide for him and his daughter. Because I already have a little daughter or whatever. So I think he's gonna be fine. I don't think. And plus, another thing, he backed by Diddy. I mean, because he under, I think, Bad Boy or something like that, I heard. That's why I think MGK is backed by Diddy. Bad Boy.
I had no idea he was under Bad Boy.
Yeah. And I think that was one of the reasons Eminem felt necessary to bring up Diddy's name or whatever, because he's like, I guess he feels like he only survived this long is because he's connected with Diddy, but it was still...
you have to also think about Eminem's past with Shady Aftermath with Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So he already had a problem with Bad Boy from the beginning. Yeah,
I know that, but it's like, I mean, I was like, it was a whack diss to me. mentioning bringing up Diddy killing Tupac, it was like, all right, now all the conspiracy theorists gonna come out the woodworks.
First of all, he did do.
Exactly. It's like, all right. It was like, all right, prove it, because ain't nobody been able to crack this case in over like what 25 plus years now. So I'm just saying, this is weird, man. I was like, I don't think he got him out of here. If I would have called if this was a fight, I was like, it's tied to me right now. I think it's a draw. I don't really see a definitive winner. And then, technically, if it's a draw, that actually goes in the favor of MGK for me.
Exactly, because
Eminem needs to stop on this dude like an ant. Like
the best lyricist ever.
Right, I was like, if you can't really put this man away, what make you think you gonna put away a Joe Budden? Because Joe can actually spit. Now, whether or not people like his bodies of work, that's a different story. But we all know Joe Budden can rap. Like, there's no debating that. No debating that. And he sparred with, Joe sparred with people in the past. Like, he had a little beef with Drake, we know. And he had the beef with Jay-Z a little bit. They had a little beef for a little while back in the day. So Joe Budden is battle tested. So I don't think he's sweating nobody. So
I don't think he is either.
All right,
Joe old.
Yeah, Joe popping. Now he under Diddy. That's another thing I was thinking about. He under Diddy now with Revolt. He got that new show on Revolt called State of the Culture. So I think he chilling. Like he probably laughing low key behind the scenes. He's like, "Dang, he can't put the MGK away. What make him think you gonna get me up out of here?"
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't know. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Yeah, maybe we should throw up a poll or something on Instagram or something.
Yeah, we should see who
won this, who's winning this right now, or whatever. How y'all feeling about this?
Do you think Drake gonna respond to his diss?
Nah, Drake. Nah, he in a good space. He just got back cool with Meek Mill. He got a baby. He's trying to. I think he's still trying to push out some new shoes or something. I think he's gonna still try to, because I heard he switched over to Nike, so I think he's gonna be dropping some new apparel. Oh, and plus, he got washed by what's his name?
Pusha Thanos.
Yeah, Pusha Thanos snapped his fingers on him. So I don't think he gonna. Nah, Drake. That's the last thing he need right now is another rap beef. And just keep making your little in my feelings songs, for the Kikis and whatever. Drake, just stick to that, brother. Stick in the pop round. So, on to the next topic. We was talking about J. Cole and him touring right now off his KD tour, whatever. So recently there was a video that's come out or whatever on YouTube. It was a breakdown about this year in hip hop, and then the question was posed is like, is J. Cole's KOD album one of the most important albums of this year, considering how much of the rappers today talk about drug usage, and we just lost Mac Miller to a reported overdose. So it just kind of goes into that. I'm gonna drop the link in this for everybody to go check it out for yourself. I don't know if Jenae, you got a chance to watch it yet, but it was pretty nice. It was about, I'll say about 10 to 15 minutes of him kind of breaking down why he feels it's like the most important rap album in this 2018. So I wanted to chime in, see what we thought about that. Is it the most important album this year? Like, not saying it's the best album. We're not saying it's the best album before people.
Yeah, not saying the best album. Not saying
is
the best
it the
album.
most important album though this year?
I agree.
And why do you think so?
Simply because now this is how clever Cole is. So a couple years back on Black Friday, I think it was Black Friday of 2016, Cole and KOD had dropped Black Friday songs.
Yeah, they sure did. You're right. Yeah, I did.
Cole used KOD's
I think it was an alright beat.
sample.
Yeah, he sampled all right.
He sampled all right. So in the beginning, he says, I'm a king, no promethazine, no leaning. I got a better way to fight these demons.
You so did. You right.
Right? So that tied in because he was writing this album, which the last phrase stands for kill our demons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So at the concert, which just explains why I love Cole all the more, just about who he is and what he represents. So as he was on stage, he was talking about the album, and the inspiration and the meaning behind it. Because of course, KOD has three meanings: kids on drugs, kings overdosed, and kill our demons. So he basically not only calls out the industry, but he calls out himself for playing a role into why these kids and these adults are all hooked on drugs, because we're having a problem with our demons and we have not found a healthy way to kill our demons. So that's how, even though the album started off slow, like I will get it. I thought I wasn't going to like the album at first. I was going to like it anyway. I was going to lie because I'm a Cole fan. I was going to stand.
You going to stand for your
I'm going to stand behind him the way Kanye fans stood behind him on Yeezus. I don't know what you're talking about. This album was amazing.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, the way, and I thought about it. I was in thought at the concert. I wasn't high, I wasn't drunk or nothing, but I was just in thought. So, I thought about the order of the album again. So, going back to Born Sinner. Yeah. Born Sinner, of course, was about some of the 7 deadly sins, which nobody picked up on that at the time. That's why it is Born Sinner.
Right.
So now, I feel like this is kind of another breakdown of Born Sinner, but this time, not making excuses for your sinning. Does that make sense? So this time, he's trying to actually kill what he's been doing. So Kevin's Heart lets us know that he's dealt with infidelity. Of course, Kevin Hart out here calling Eniko his little rib. Alright? And boom, you cheated. That's one. Or you talk about drug users. We just lost Mac Miller. 2, boom. 3, these kids. Everybody popping pills, everybody doing leaning. And I honestly think if your favorite artist is Future, you're high about 23 out of 24 hours a day. I'm sorry.
You're probably right. Or Smoke Perp or somebody like that.
But dealing with a single mother, a stepfather that you hate, that don't respect you, that you feel hitting on your mama. You just see your mama go through this. You run off to school thinking that you can avoid it. But at the end of the day, you end up coming right back to the problem because you have not killed your demons. So that strode over into his adulthood. And I think that's what KOD is lining up to be. You know what I'm saying? So I personally do think it's a very important album because I listened to it one more time just with an open mind and picking apart what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially on the second song. Hold on, let me pull it up. What is the here it is. Here it is, The Cutoff, featuring Kill L.
That's the fourth song.
Fourth song. Yeah, my bad. Fourth song. I forgot it was KOD and Photograph came before that one. Yeah. But The Cutoff with Kill Edward. Kill Edward, aka the stepfather that he speaks about wanting to kill because of the way he treated his mother. In the beginning, the chorus, give me drink, give me high, give me flow. Do I want to come down? I don't know. Right? Because at this point, you're masking your pain instead of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically saying we have to find a better outlet for our pain. Like, I can go in on this for hours, but honestly, I do agree that it is one of the best albums, one of the most important albums of this year, especially in brackets, because everybody can feel brackets. When he was talking about his Uncle Sam, hey, yeah, hold on, it's my Uncle Sam. Yeah, I got that money, I promise you. How much you need? Half. It's a half my dick.
Right, it's a half my dick.
I'm just saying it's true. You what?
Oh, damn.
Since we all done felt like this. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm sorry.
Right.
But
Whew.
yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You feel? I mean, he hit on some important topics.
Yeah, social media, the addiction of social media.
Yes, social media, photograph, sliding DMs. You don't even know this woman or man.
Right.
He's following their every move. Sex in itself is an addiction. Money in itself is an addiction.
Yeah.
It's more than just drugs. That's the thing about it. It's more than just drugs to be addicted to. And that's what he touched on.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree with you. I think it's probably the most important album this year that I've heard, simply because it's countered everything that the pop music, popular music. Normally the messages that come in it, which are sex, drugs, money, having money, access to money. Like, it's counter all of those things, but it's done to still kind of cater to or be accessible to people that do listen to pop music. Like, it's not so preachy to the point, or at least the way it's presented is not as preachy, or whatever. It's not, and plus it uses the trap beats, 808s and stuff like that as well. So it sounds, if you just listen to it without the words, it sounds like pretty much what everybody else is making, but the message is different. He flips it, and he's rapping in a way that a lot of the younger artists are rapping now, with the triplet flows, or the quote unquote mumble rappers, like how the cadences that they use, the flows that they use. So it's very catchy to the ear, but if you listen on just for listening purposes on a deeper level, you're gonna get substance out of it, or at least you're gonna be able to reflect. It's gonna help you to reflect, hopefully, on yourself, and I love the album anyway, because I like how it sounds sonically. It's just well put together. The message, it's sad that we lost a few rappers this year. I think it was Lil Peep had died to a drug addiction or a drug overdose. And then Mac Miller, the reports are saying he died from an overdose. And it's sad that it happened, but now when you look back on the album like that, it's like, man, you can't be mad. You really can't be mad at J. Cole, even if you say he's a preachy rapper. It's like, he's telling the truth. Like,
but half these people out here, you do drugs.
What'd you say?
I said, but in my opinion, half of people I know that don't even like artists like J. Cole, you got demons and stuff to fight yourself.
Right. You
have battles to fight yourself. You need to listen to him. Right.
If you don't even like his music sonically or whatever, like, at least you can take a step back and say, like, this is something positive you would want somebody else to listen to. Like, I feel so yeah, I definitely like that. He's one of the few rappers that I heard lately. Of course, Kendrick Lamar, he's talked about a lot of his demons or whatever on record, his transgressions as well. A lot of self-reflective records. Big Crit, very underrated record that came out last year. Forever is a Mighty Long Time. He talked about his drug addiction to alcohol. A lot of people slept on that album.
Pause for a second. If y'all have not listened to Big Crit's last album,
Forever is a Mighty Long Time.
Mighty Long Time.
You got to, especially the second half of the album, because it's really self-reflective. Like, if you didn't know about his drug problem, like even if you did, it's gonna move you. I feel like it's gonna move you. It's beautiful that he came to a place where he was able to kind of crawl out of that alcoholism. Because I heard he was really bad. Like, he was hurting his relationships that he had. And you would have never known because he's been putting out such good. And that's another thing. Like you, like with Mac Miller, you wouldn't necessarily know that somebody's battling through stuff. Maybe in the future when they're putting out good music, and we overlook that a lot in society when somebody's perceived to be doing good, but you don't really know what somebody else is going through when they go home. You don't get to see that, unless you're in their inner circle. And even then, you can feel like you know somebody, but you don't get to see everything about a person you think you know.
Right.
So another reason why I think this album was timely, it's a message that needs to be said, and I'm glad that he did it in a format, in a way, in a fashion that is going to be at least more palatable and a little bit more easy on the ears to listen to because of the way it sounds sonically. And he just slipped in, put the candy, put the medicine in the candy, as they say, So, yeah. So definitely go check out the video. It's gonna be linked below in the description section. You're watching on YouTube or you listen on Apple Podcasts or wherever else where podcasts can be found.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our final thoughts. We're gonna run through. There's a few albums or projects that been released. We want to kind of quickly give our overview of them. First off the bat, we got Six Black, whatever you want to call him. He dropped a new EP, or not an EP, a new album. A sophomore album called East Atlanta Love Letter.
Now this is what a sophomore album is supposed to sound like.
Okay, I was about to ask you. I was like, did he avoid the sophomore slump?
Album is supposed to sound like.
He avoided the sophomore slump. He avoided that slump, I'm guessing.
He avoided that slump, man.
Wow.
Usually,
okay.
I don't know what it is about artists that usually come out with great first albums, but they hit that plateau at the second, man. And this sophomore album,
hard,
dog, it
man.
never fails.
People think it's easy to put out a good body of work. It's hard work, man. It's hard to, especially like. Think about it, like most of the artists' first albums, they work their whole life up until the album. So that album is a reflection on their whole life up until that point.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, there's a lot of artists come hard out the gate with a first album. Yeah. Like if you look at a 50 Cent, his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying,
came out
undoubtedly his best album, or at least the consensus. That's his best album. That's his classic album. Everything else, it may have been cool or whatever, but it didn't hit or whatever because that was literally that man's life up until that point. And it's amazing to see artists that can still build off of that first album. Like, which is why it's important to live your life and have experiences and travel and stuff, because you don't want to get stuck in the same box talking about the same stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? So. But I agree with you. I think he avoided the sophomore slump, and I don't think this album is better than his debut, though. I'm not gonna say that. But
dark. Their first album was dark.
It was, but I love it, dude.
But it was man.
I love that album, man.
Ooh, but this one he lightened up a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about this. I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, bro. Everybody rushed Bryson Tiller. Because listening to him makes me think of Bryson Tiller. And Bryson Tiller's his sophomore album was trash. Yeah, we gonna talk about it.
All right. I'm glad you said that because I was going to say Black, he's a better version of Bryson Tiller. That's what I learned off this summer. That was the biggest thing.
That's what made me bring up Bryson Tiller.
That was the biggest thing that I caught on to after listening to this album a few times. I was like, bro, this is what Bryson Tiller should have did. Well, he did it on his first album.
He did it on his first album. Bryson Tiller's first album is arguably going to be his best album. Yeah. His second album was horrid.
Well, I actually really like that album, but the consensus is a lot of people don't. I can understand why, because it sounds like a lower grade of trap soul. It's a lower grade of trap soul. I will admit that, but I still like the album. I didn't think it was bad. I just It's like, okay, you gotta kind of transform a little bit on your sophomore album.
But the thing about it is, with Bryson Tiller, we rushed him for an album. I feel like he gave us.
I think he did that to himself. I think he rushed the second album.
He rushed.
Yeah, I think he learned a lesson. Like, take your time. You don't have to automatically listen. Give the fans exactly what they want so fast. Like, it's okay to take your time.
Yeah,
I think so, and I'm glad 6 Black, he took his time with this album. So, Jenae, did you have any favorite songs off this album?
Come on, stop playing with me.
What you got?
Pretty Little Fears featuring J. Cole. Stop playing.
Of course.
No, but to be 100 with you,
mm-hmm.
Cole took it. I'm sorry, man. Cole didn't have to go in that hard.
I liked his flow. It wasn't necessarily what he was saying. It was the way he was flowing on that song that I really loved.
That too. I think it went hand in hand for me, but I so much more loved what he said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love and love J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? So that was number one. East Atlanta Love Letter, Preacher and Future.
Woo! They now I wouldn't be mad if they came out with a joint album. That mug might be fire. I'm not gonna lie. They need to do more songs together. I will say that. Please get these niggas in a freaking booth.
Others in the Loop. Seasons. I mean, Loaded Gun was one of my.
Bro, he said, what he say? He said, treat this nigga like a loaded gun. I said, man.
6 Lack came. I mean,
he was coming for.
He was coming. He avoided that second album slump, and I'm so happy he did. But the thing about it is, with him, I wasn't worried. I was always. He was announcing his second. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, Bryson Tiller could have rolled his way from his first album, I think, like another year before he dropped that album. He still could have rolled that way, man.
He should have took time off to do a lot of touring. That's what he should have did. To just tour.
He didn't take advantage of his time.
Tour.
Yeah, he didn't do like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars.
He's still eating off this. He's still eating off 24 karat. He's still eating off that mug.
2 years.
And there's only like 9 songs on that album. That one only got 9 songs, and he's still eating off that mug.
And he's performing all 9 songs. This is his second tour for the same 9 songs. Because that album came out at the end of 2016. He is still singing the same songs.
Right.
I felt like Bryson did the same exact thing. He could have just, because we all still love Dom. I mean, let's.
Right.
Dom was.
Right. It took the nation by storm.
Yeah. He could have still been eating off of that. But we rushed him, and he gave us a rush project.
Now y'all mad at him because.
Now you mad at him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like 6 Lack.
Feel bad for him.
He struck while the iron was hot, and it was a beautiful move on his part. But I'm really happy 6 Lack lightened up a bit.
Yeah, he lightened up a little bit.
In his life.
But my favorite songs on here is his darker songs. I'm not gonna lie. Loaded Gun.
Yeah.
Sorry. Disconnect. Disconnect is my freaking jam, bro.
Disconnect is a joint.
But if you're in a relationship, please do not listen to Disconnect. It's gonna make you break up with your girl, even if everything is fine. Please do not listen to this song. Only if you single. Please, that's the only reason. If you're in a relationship, please, if you want to keep this mug, don't listen to Disconnect. It will get you disconnected from your relationship.
What Cole said in Pretty Little Fears struck me. They don't know God sent you for me. I view you like that. I mean, sticking glasses, thanking God that He drew you like that. Cole, come. They're simple lines. They're simple play on words. Simple, but the way, like you said,
he was flowing on there so nicely. Yeah,
it made it sound so phenomenal.
Yeah,
that was the song I had on. I probably had that song on repeat for about an hour on Friday. I just kept going back.
Disconnect was on repeat.
But Disconnect was would come on afterwards, and I want to listen to Disconnect. So I'm listening to Disconnect again, and I promise I stopped what I was doing at work to listen. I stopped mid checking some stuff for these cancer patients. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord.
I literally sat there and just listened to, like, let's see, from Let Her Go to Disconnect. I just sat there for a minute.
Wow.
It was just he did phenomenal. He did not miss. This will probably be my top R&B album of the year.
Wow, really?
Unless somebody coming out with something better.
Wow.
6 Lack.
Already? Okay.
He's getting my number one. Unless Bryson gonna surprise us and come out the gate with some heat. But at this point, I think Bryson is kind of realizing his mistake because he has been quite silent. I think he's realized what he did with that second album and how he's going to try to pull his fan base back in. And the best thing for him to do is to honestly start getting on features again, and then drop a couple of
drop an EP. Drop an EP.
Yeah,
and
drop
get on
an EP.
some features. Yeah.
Get you a couple features, get you an EP going, and re-up on that fan base. Because right now you lost us. Because
maybe
he didn't come harder than he did on that first album.
Right.
But 6 Lack didn't set the bar.
Yeah, he and Bryson Tiller kind of, and Tory Lane, they kind of in that rapping.
That rapping scene thing.
Yeah, well, they not like true singers. They don't sing. They kind of, croon. They're good at crooning, but they good.
That Cole thing.
Yeah, they got that penmanship down. They know how to, write and flow on a good, be in a croon. And it's a good mixture. It ain't the end of Bryson yet, but
6 Lack didn't give him some competition. Because at first, Bryson was that beginning of male R&B again. You know what I'm saying? He was that beginning structure. Now you have Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
You have Smino. You have Xavier Omar. You have Sango. You know what I'm saying?
You got
Bryson's gonna have to make.
You got Saba too. Don't forget Saba.
Yes, Saba. Can't forget about Saba and his Broken Girls.
Yeah.
You can't forget about Saba.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Bryson Tiller is gonna have to reposition him. Even though I know this was a 6 Lack question, Bryson is gonna have to restructure himself. He is gonna have to make himself. This 6 Lack pain is deep, and right now we all connected. You know what I'm saying? We're plugged in. Bryson gonna have to come out harder than that, man. So with this EP, and then after that, after we feeling you again from the EP, drop the album. He already need to be working on it.
Right.
He already need to be about 6 tracks deep.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't drop anything by the end of 2019, Bryson can kiss his career goodbye. And that's just straight up. If he don't drop anything by the end of 2019, dog, he's done.
I think he's coming with some. It's not right in my mouth.
I'm giving him around February of 2019. And I think Bryson's off the road. I'm giving him that long.
Really?
Because he really had to think and reflect about how trash that. I shouldn't even say the second album was trash. It was the flow of the album.
I think it was just too long. I think he could have cut it down. He could have cut it down to about 14 songs, somewhere between 10 to 14 songs. That would have been perfect.
Track length and track order are super, super important.
Yeah.
That's what can separate a good album from a trash album. Another prime example is Queen by Nicki Minaj. It's not that it was trash, it's just the way that you ordered your tracks.
And it was too long. I said, and it was too dang long for what you gave us.
Too long. Track length and track order, people. They can either turn somebody on or off. 6 Lack did a great job. He kept his at
I think it was
14 songs and 48 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
This is right in the wheelhouse right there. So
perfect.
I really enjoyed this album. I'm gonna have to give it some more spins. I enjoyed it. I really like certain songs. Other ones are gonna have to grow on me. But yeah, overall, I liked it. If I had to give it a score, I would give it a 7.5.
I give it an 8.5.
Gotcha. All right, so No Name also dropped a new album. It's called Room 25. Jenae, did you get a chance to check your girl No Name out?
I have not gotten a chance to check her out, but I knew she was dropping another album.
Cool. So
I know I gotta check that one out. But I knew she was dropping another piece, cause I know I saw Smino and Saba talking about it on Twitter way back when.
Cool.
Like a couple weeks ago, cause I think I tagged you in it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever, that she was coming out with some more heat, but I have not gotten a chance to listen yet. But I'm looking forward to listening.
Yeah.
100%. She go in.
Yeah, I'll give you a little preview real quick. I listened to it about 3 times already. Room 25 is an 11-track album. It's a little bit more mature. No Name, she's talking about her sexuality as a woman, a young black woman. Still talking about a little bit of things that's happening in Chicago a little bit and some other things. I like this. If I had to give it a score, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I still feel like she's got a little bit more growth to show me, but I really did enjoy this album. Let me give you some songs that I liked. I like the intro song. It's called Self. I like the follow-up song to that, Blaxploitation. 3, Prayer Song. I like Window, and I also really like the track she had with Smino and Saba called Ace. Those are my probably 4 or 5 favorite songs out the album. But yeah, I think most of her best songs come early within the first 5 tracks. The middle kind of, it's kind of just meh. But it ends. I think it ends on a good note. The closing track is actually called No Name. But I enjoyed this. I still think she has some growth. I don't know exactly what it is. I feel like I want to see a little bit more from her, but I did leave feeling like I need a little bit more. But yeah, this is a good album. Please go check it out. Another young artist, black female artist, hip-hop artist. Please go check it out. Then who else dropped? Oh, Wale dropped a new EP called Free Lunch.
Yep.
Did you get a chance to peep that one out?
No, but I heard about the track with Cole on it.
Yeah, that was a freestyle. That one was good. I liked every song off this EP. It was only 5 songs, which is why it's an EP. I really did enjoy this. But what I want to talk about, like, Wale's perception in the hip hop world, like, what is going on with our boy Wale? Like, why don't people appreciate this guy? Like, what do we think the reason is? Why are people falling off from Wale? Because he started off kind of hard early off in his career. He had a really solid.
He had a really solid beginning. I think what turned people off to Wale is they started whining.
Yeah, he did do a lot of whining on Twitter.
Wale started whining.
Yeah.
Wale got the whining on Twitter, and they started making it more about, why don't people like me? Instead of more like, instead of taking, I hate to say it, but taking J. Cole attitude, I don't care if you're going to like me or not. You going to listen to me. You going to hear me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, J. Cole basically did do that. He was like,
you going to hear me regardless.
Y'all going to listen to this.
Exactly. You're going to listen to this. Versus Wale, oh, why don't you guys like me? You know what I'm saying? Because let's be... Wale's
had some hits too.
Lyrics, man. He's poetic.
And he can make some nice pop music too. He has a few good hit records. Like, let's not.
He is very, very versatile.
Let's
very
not
versatile.
Try to pretend.
I think people are just kind of over Wale. However, I really enjoyed his last album. His last album was that.
Yeah.
Blue Moon.
Yeah. No, it's called Shine. No,
it's called
Shine.
Yeah. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was a very well put together album, but nobody listened because nobody nobody want to hear Wale crying no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, I think it would be great for his career. I don't know if I'm just selfish. If I just want to hear this, I'd be happy if he and J. Cole dropped a joint project. Not an actual album, but a nice EP, like 6 or 7 songs.
They could do a mixtape. I can see that.
Yeah, they could do a nice little mixtape or something like that. I think they should really consider it. But I think that what was one of J. Cole's songs that he dropped before he dropped his last, before he dropped For Your Eyes Only, and he had those 2 tracks.
Yeah.
But he came for Wale.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
He called him out.
Trying to Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Called him out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be great and they have a lot of songs together. If y'all don't know that, if you have never heard "Beautiful Bliss" by Wale and J. Cole, get your life. If you never heard "Winter Schemes," get your life. If you never heard "Rather Be" with Wale, J. Cole, and Currency, get your life. They have some great collaborative songs together. I would love to see them collaborate, but I love Wale, and I really hope he fall back on soon. But like I said, I think people were just tired of him whining. Why don't nobody like me? Why don't nobody listen to my music? This, that. You know what I'm saying? I think it just kind of got old. And the thing about it is, he did nothing to make himself stand out anymore. You know what I'm saying? In this industry, you're going to run into a lot of cats like Wale.
Mm-hmm. You're
going to run into a lot of your futures. You know what I'm saying? You're going to run into it. What's going to make you stand out? My thing with Bryson Tiller. Like, yeah, you came out as their first leg of male R&B, but now all these other people are on your heels. You always have to be creative. You have to always be thinking outside the box. And I feel like that's Wale's problem. He no longer thinks outside the box. He has to step his creativity up, along with not whining.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Yeah. I just think he just gotta focus on the music. Just focus on the music. And yeah.
He's not a bad artist. He's a great
just
artist.
Focus on the music. That's all I gotta say.
And he just had that daughter too. You know, he be out here having kids, so
yeah.
Got family to take care of, my brother. At least you ain't like Future and you on your 8,000 kids.
Right. So yeah. Let's get into Lil Wayne, he will be dropping Carter 5 soon, I heard. I just want to throw that in there. I don't know if Jenae's too hyped for this album. I'm holding out hope it's going to be at least decent, but yeah, if y'all ain't know.
Like I've said, I'm not the hugest Lil Wayne fan.
Yeah.
I hate when people assume that I don't like Lil Wayne just because I say I'm not a fan. I will still give him one of the top 10 rappers of all time. Just because I don't vibe with his music never means that I would never not tell you that the man flow was crazy. He's beautiful. He's a great rapper. He just doesn't sing anything I relate to. I don't shoot guns. You know what I'm saying? That ain't who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat vagina. That's just not who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I can't relate. Feel me? I can't relate. However, I'll listen to the Carter 5. I'll listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's Lil Wayne. I'll give it a listen. But his last, to me, it would never be another No Ceilings Lil Wayne. It will never be a Carter 2 Lil Wayne. I feel like Lil Wayne should just go ahead and chunk it up. Me personally. Because I just feel like it's just getting repetitive at this point. I can't do it no more, man. I'm sorry. I can't. I'ma listen because it's Lil Wayne, but I don't have high hopes for it to be 100.
Yeah, I just hope it's decent. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go. Yeah,
I just hope it's decent. I hope it's not trash. I just hope it's not trash. So
there you go. You just hoping for anything but trash.
Right. Anything but trash, I will take as a W for Lil Wayne. So, our artist of the week, I think we could both agree we gonna say Cole. Because I've been, you already went to his concert. I'm about to go to his concert this weekend, so we disagree. Cole is gonna be our artist of the week. So, our sleeper album and songs, Jenae, if you want to go first, you can.
I'm gonna give my sleeper song to J. Cole. I like what you did because you gave one of your sleeper songs to Cole, which is actually one of my favorite songs by J. Cole.
Yeah. Show.
Song off the same album, Forbidden. What is it? Born Sinner.
Yeah.
My sleeper song is going to be "Is She Gonna Pop."
Okay.
A lot of people don't mess with "Is She Gonna Pop."
I don't.
You said you what?
I don't.
I love "Is She Gonna Pop." I don't know why, but I really love that song.
Really?
I can understand why a lot of people don't like it, but I just love the way he told the story because in my head, I really imagine him sitting here talking to a college girl about the decision she made about the man she dated, and is you gonna pop it for me or not? Like I imagine it in my head, so I think that's why it's one of my favorite songs. My sleeper album, y'all gonna giggle at this, but I frankly don't care what you have to think. I think I've said it before, and that's why I really don't think I want to say it again. But I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it one more time.
What is this?
Ray J Radiation. Y'all gonna give my man some credit.
I have never heard a Ray J full album before, so I cannot say if it's good or not. The only real songs I know from Ray J is One Wish and what was that other song, Sexy Can I? Those are the only two songs I know by Ray J.
Man, I won't say it's an amazing album, but for Ray J,
it's pretty damn amazing.
It's pretty damn amazing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just for who, just for who he is. You know what I'm saying? I that's gonna be your album swap, my brother. You just got your album swap. And the reason why, because he named his daughter with Princess Melody. Well, he has a song on this album called Melody.
Did this just come out or something?
This album came out in 2005.
Oh.
This album, okay. Just give it a listen. I'm not saying you gotta like it, but if Ray J had different producers behind him on this album and actually helped promote it, Ray J could have been a force with this album. But that's just my opinion. So, sleeper song is going to "Is She Gonna Pop" by Jermaine, and sleeper album is going to be Ray J Radiation.
Alright. I will start out with the album. The sleeper album is the Sideline Story by J. Cole.
Yes.
I know this is probably, I think the consensus is this is not his best album. There's a lot of people, I think some of them probably consider this his second to worst album, but I think this is a really solid album. It's not my top J. Cole albums, but it's a really solid debut album. I don't think it's bad by no stretch of the imagination. It has some really good songs on here. Yeah, he had some pop songs on there like Workout. Then he had
he performed it at the concert.
He did? Really?
Yes, because he was saying that people always said J. Cole ain't gonna have no hits, and that was his first hit.
Nothing but, if you really think about it, J. Cole got hella hits, hellas. But yeah, I did, and yeah. In the Morning, the song he had with Drake. Yep, Drake. Yeah, Drake was featured on there In the Morning. Then he also had Lights Please, one of his most famous songs. Lights Please. Too. Can't Get Enough featuring Trey Songz, another dope song on here. My favorite song on here is
Mr. Nice Watch.
No, Lost Ones and Never Told. Like,
Never Told
Rise
is
and
a
Shine,
banger.
Rise and Shine.
Never Told is a banger.
Never Told is like so man.
So, running to his mama everything is see. I ain't gonna tell.
Yeah, that was a crazy song. I was like,
man, then.
I remember listening to this back in high school. I was like, dang, like
your heart hurt.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
Dang.
I was thinking, I don't know what I would have did in that situation. I was like,
you know what? I don't think this is working out for us. I just want to find myself. That's all.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, this is a messed up song, but it's a really
nice.
This is what showed me like J. Cole's a really good storyteller. Like, this is one of the songs I was like, dang, this dude can, like, tell a story on wax. Like, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, what? Who?
Right.
We know the story was Newsy. I could probably rush you, tell you that. Dog,
Right.
that's, oh my goodness.
Right.
Hell,
Then the part
I
where he's
could
talking
make
about his
the
daddy
top
cheated.
10 Cole song, top 10, my favorite Cole songs, dog.
Then you talking about when his daddy cheated and his dad asked him to never tell his mama. He's like, and then he said, "You want to be a man, right?"
Be a
He's
man
like,
then. Be a man then. I
like,
am a man.
He said, "Well, then a man don't go telling everything he see."
Everything
I
you
was like,
see.
wow.
I ain't gonna tell.
I was like, "Wow, okay."
Dog, that dog. And then Lawson's, of course.
Yeah, Lawson's is crazy.
I ain't too proud to tell you that I'm proud
sometimes about it. And so,
I was singing this song last week because I was hoping he would perform it, even though I knew he wouldn't. But just a sliver of me was hoping he was performing because I was ready.
yeah,
I cry almost every time I listen to it. Like that song, oh
it's a
man.
tearjerker, yeah, I can't lie. Get you in your feels.
It makes me shed a tear every time.
Get you shedding thug tears.
Sideline Story was such a solid project.
A lot of people sleep on it, so
A lot of people slept on it, but that was a solid. I mean, solid.
for sure.
Man.
So
All right,
my
so
sleeper song is Chain and Day that comes off of the Born Center album. It's I think it's not mentioned enough when people talk about this album. I don't think Chain and Day is mentioned enough, you know. But I really like this song, Chain and Day. Is interesting because he's talked about this topic a few times. Talking about money and how we spend it, especially in the black community, how we don't necessarily value money like we should due to a lot of us being in poverty and whatnot, lower areas and situations. But he's talking about how, you know, him being a new rapper, just getting his first million or whatever. And the first thing you think about going to spend it on some chains or whatever. Then you compare that a little bit to like it's funny how we call these, you know, these jewelry chains around our necks, and then like our ancestors actually wore chains around their necks when they was, you know, back in slavery. He's like, yeah, like listen to this back in high school. Like I wasn't I wasn't really into like conscious music and stuff like that back then, but this opened me up to like wanting to listen to more conscious music, because I was like, dang, like this is it sounds, the song is so wavy, but then he's slipping in these little messages too, and I was like, dang, this sounds so nice. But then I sit back and I'm like, dang, he's saying some real stuff like I didn't really think about.
Cheating Day is easily a very slept on album, especially with his play on scenarios and you know what I'm saying. A lot of people, I think that's a really least talked about song, man. I need you to love me. Sure. On my Chaining Day.
Yeah, Chaining Day. I love this.
And talking about how you could have bought his mama a house. You know, thinking all the stuff I could have bought my mom, but I could have swore I heard the jeweler say, here go your chain, my nigga. This is Chaining Day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Talk about after all this accomplishments, after all I did, and I went to go spend it on the chain. I ain't paid out on the house, maybe on no house. I ain't
buy no stock. I ain't buy
nothing but a chain.
Buy no house. I ain't get no land.
I ain't buy none of that. I went to go get a chain. You know what I'm saying? And you do it all because you think that's what fame and money is.
Yeah, that's what you saw growing up, you know?
That's what you saw, you know?
You thought you was wealthy. You had a chain. You had a gold chain, a nice watch, you know, a nice car, a big house. Thought you was, you know, but you didn't really know what wealth really was, you know? So I love this. I love Chaining Day. So yeah, this is the end. We went a little overtime this time, but you know, you talking about, you know, all these projects that's been released. J. Cole is on the tour right now, so you know we J. Cole fans, so you know we gonna talk a little bit. So it's all good. So Jenae, where can we be found and all that jazz?
We can be found on all social media platforms except for Twitter at Taste Test Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Taste Test Pod. We are on everything where podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, we're Spotify. We are also on YouTube. Check us out at Taste Test Podcast. There it is. That's it. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, let us know, send us an email, hit us on our Nextel chirp. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You and this Nextel chirp, man. I don't know what to do with you. Please, please, you can hit her up on the Nextel chirp, but please make sure you do all that stuff. Follow, like, subscribe. Please rate us Apple Podcasts as well. And yeah, this is it. Thank you for listening.
Thank y'all. Peace.
No, I'm serious.